오 심전 탐제기 때도 산제기 고만 토버샤 대체도 동반이 최년년 면배 그노세 담네 셈버쇼스
Today, listen, well, make the following motivation, the altruistic spirit of enlightenment. For the sake of all living beings, I will attain highest enlightenment. In order to do so, I will listen to and reflect upon and meditate on these teachings of Aryadeva's 400 stanzas.
Oh, yeah, that's a rapture. The castle, Sholuka Chutuk Redwa. Oh, some vacation, but Ranshingi Kewakaba said Redwa. Teleton, some given a Tambo de Reda. Oh, Tambo Keshimba, Ranshingi Trubakaba, Dorden Keshes, Nichin, Dorden but the Redwa. Kebadam, Majeba Kaya, Mejans, Taco, Kebadam, Mejeba Kaya, Ramuna Trubasuki, Mares, Goramage. Oh, Keshin by Koshin, Keshin by the and Ramuna Trubasuki, Grace, Senasi, Titsula Budua, Tadilla Pakabachidua, Keshin Bane, Che Geshe, Keshin Bane, Kemingur. Oh, Tango Second Tambuni di Carcasina. You could Keshin by the only Kevar Minguar Tarsigora. Keshin by the Che Majibala Shako to Asagora Kena. Move in Sichane, Kebai Carsura. Keshin by the Che Majibala Shako Lasera. Kebe Consul. Oh, Kebe China, Kebe Chade, Kebe Constogre, Majibe China, Majiba, Majibe Constogre, Tingi Mado Bene, and a Keshin Basaji, ranking to by Oma Resegora. Oh, Chidi Keba, Majiba Dale, Keshin Batona, and Demaonia, Keshin Bar Jurose. Oh, Keba, Majiba, Nimayan, Keshin Basiona, Debada, Roa, Maumba, Niga, Keshin Bades. Should some education by what you is or what? Second time when you turn that.
We're on the section here. Well, we're on verse 366, the 16th verse of the chapter. And the topic here is refuting that what is in the process of being produced is being produced inherently. And this has a few parts, but the first part here is a brief explanation of verse 366. And the assertion is neither that which has been produced nor that which is unproduced is being produced. That which is in the process of production is being produced. So then the verse states, we'll just do the first two lines, a thing in the process of production, since half produced, is not being produced. And the commentary then reads, it follows that a sprout in the process of production is not being produced by way of its own essence, because that which is in the process of production must be posited as half produced and half unproduced. The produced part belongs to what has already been produced, and the unproduced part to what is unproduced. There is nothing in the process of production with parts other than these existent by their own essence. If the produced and the unproduced are both considered to be that which is presently being produced, both past and future are also in the process of being produced.
This one.
Jason.
Oh, yeah, da. Teach Madira. Yana Tamje Keshimba, Nini in Baton, you said, Yana Tusumbu Tamje Keshimba, Nin Batando, Sera. Garis and Kirango Bukeba, the Majiba Tada, Keshimba in Saison Asagora.
Then, so it says on the last two lines, alternatively, it follows that everything is in the process of being produced. So the commentary then says, alternatively, it follows that all three times are presently being produced, since all produced and unproduced things are in the process of being in the process of production.
Geber Shepherd Redwa. Ganikar Keshimba Ranshin Kawakaba, Geber Shepherd, subject Koshe, Lomo Joshua. Geber Shepherd Tonzeshi or Esche, Shin and Shibudi Panji against ya, Tatambu Derda, Dambu Keshim Betnola, Tala Kabani, said.
And so then we won't go through the whole outline, but here, we're starting the extensive explanation here, and the first, it has many parts, but the first part is refutation by examining that which is in the process of being produced.
Oh yeah. Tambu Keshimbe Tonla Tala Kabasidi. Can I Keshimba said the Ranguni you said, Keshimba said, Ngoni Jutumna? Te Tangi do Jurbashi, Keshimba de Keshimbe Tangi do Jurbashi. Rangune Tugurena, Keshimbe Dani Maimbashi, Rangune Tugures to Nishera. Any Nigatarian take my race. Oh, they can do this. Keshim by Dani to Java, Keshim par Minjursera. Keshim by Minjuartars, Keshim by the Keshim by Minjuarta, Keshim by the Dani Java te Dani to Madruviches, Keshim by the Keshim by Dani to Rangango Madruna. Ni Keshin by the Keshin by my imbarta, Keshin by the Keshin by Tangi to Maduvish Sigora. Oh, teach you the Keshin by a Tangi to Chawa, Keshin par Menjurchera. Keshin by a Tangi to Meja, Keshin par me, Keshin by the Keshin by Tangi to Mena Sigora. Oh, in the Garusera. Keshin by the Keshin by Tangi to Maduvish, Keshin by the Keshin by Tangi to Mejawara, Keshin by Menjuar Tarse. And the Keshin by the Keshin by my imbarta, Temimba Terran Gavich, Keshin by Imba the Maimba Nide, Gavich Sigora. Keshin Betani, Imna, Dumare, Keshin Betani, Mena, Dumare, Keshin by the Keshin Betani means and Ima in need and order. Think I what I said. Well, can do it.
Then, so the assertion here is that if that which is presently being produced exists by its own essence, it is considered to have its own. Is it considered to have its own nature or not? Both are unacceptable. It follows that it could not be in the process of production. So the verse then. That was from the commentary, but in the verse it then says, that which has the nature of presently being produced is not in the process of production, nor is that in the process of production which lacks the nature of presently being produced. The commentary explains, it follows that anything which has the nature of presently being produced does not have the nature of being in the process of production. It follows that whatever does not have the nature of presently being produced is also not in the process of production, because that which is not presently being produced is contrary to that which is.
Oh, then the Soloka Chop Gebati Tunda Shegdoa. Nibati Reda, Takishi, and Nibati Shegora. There Mahongi Parna never move, Keshin Bandeva Kawa Segdoa. And Dabata, Mahomba Nigi Parna never tell, Keshin Basigre Segdoa. Oh, Jutus, Namatus upon Degan Dekiche, Drebu Mahomba, the young Yumbachetini Barutelia, Drebu Keshin Basegora. Oh, the Keshin Bade. ane dea maoni ji parna yobe keshimba de rangune tuba desna tiba kagdwa keshimba yodes kondu sula budwa keshimba yoden dea maoni parna nebe chers keshimba la tene tu nibude sha reso shenas keshimba rangune yode dea bada maoni ba ni parna keshimba de sha ko chers gora oh keshimba la tene tu ni de dea bada maoni ba che Kurantini parutu yobache shagure sigdwa. Ta dileba take my rest shulka chobya but kagdwa. Yeah.
Now we're on verse 18 here of the chapter, the verse 368. So the assertion is that which is in the process of production exists, since it is located between the past and the future. These two times may be posited in relation to what is presently being produced. They're saying something in between the cause and the effect. And so for the verse then reads, for anyone to whom the two are impossible without an intermediate, there is nothing in the process of production, for it too would have an intermediate. This is refuting the assertion that a thing existing between past and future is that which is in the process of being produced. So in any opponent's system in which there is definitely an intermediate stage without which the past and the future cannot exist, that which is presently being produced could not exist by way of its own essence, since there would be infinite regress in that anything in the process of production would require another intermediate stage, and that one yet another, and so on.
Yeah, that is the Sholokadula. Koa Kangi Lula se, Kangi Sedra. Nibu par me bar sigdwa. Koa Kangi Lula se. Kajaso?
That's a job game at a bay.
Zoa.
No, that's a
different. Yeah. Din gochu de tanda chunjung de lamne dira. Di oma de chema labge ora. Kangi nibu par me bar sigdwa. Koa Kangi Lula standa ngwe ma to zulapsa. Kurang Lulia, de mao nibu par me bar siba yoba me bar de mao ni paru delia tam keshim basa de shagore sen de mao mena keshim basa yo mares labgora. Oh, tini mo par me bar siba yoba me bar nebar par yo se de mao ni paru delia nebar to ni keshim basa gore se lutela segura. Kangi nibu par me bar siba yoba maimba tela segura. Lutela ase. Keshin tela keshin po mede kanchir tela paru yochirse. Keshin ba ngoni jituba mede segura. Keshin ba mede se de keshin ba ngoni jituba mede se. Yani kades ne kange chena tela paru yochirse. Kange chena keshin ba tela ya paru shen yokola se ne keshin ba tela ya deba da maumba che keshin ba tini baru keshin ba se shagure se. Tela yang parishen yoko ba so tumi dun gyo ekyon gre so godwa. Din de so.
Sorry, I got a little ahead, but just to read the commentary again. In any opponent system in which there is definitely an intermediate stage without which the past and the future cannot exist, that which is presently being produced could not exist by way of its own essence, since there would be infinite regress in that anything in the process of production would require another intermediate stage, and that one yet another, and so on. Teresa.
No, yeah, that the Shologa Chobje Badigan Gopcho de la Guara, Tondati la Guchuchi la Guara. Oding has written Geshe and Subatira. Kebe ngarje ngobo keshin barum deba sigdoko kebe ngar yobe ngobo de keshin basigre chara kebe ge ngula yebe ngobo tele keshin basigrecha tadi pa kagi wara ngo tiene que na ngobo insudu ke bare yang keshin ba insudu maji bare keshin ba mai ba ni gare ndo re se arsigora kede cheke pani keshin ba mino ona chishina se ya digdo
no di chukubare right?
no chukubare
No. So here in the for the 19th verse, the 369, the refutation, this is refuting the assertion that a thing before it is produced is what is in the process of being produced, before, something before it is produced. So here then, the assertion is a thing which is presently being produced is said to be produced. For though unproduced, it is approaching production. Do something.
Yeah, do so. Oh yeah, don't do so. Oh, tadi pa kabachikdoa. Tene kange chirna se kange chirna keshimba gagbe keba kegirwa se sekan tambunik donda shegorda. Oh, kange chirna keshimba tene sabyon tabu segdoa. Keshimba sabyon tabu gagbe se sabyon tepa gani ni nyugu kekuyora. Keshimba se kare shaguresena sabyon tabu gagbe nyugu keba kewara gyurwa kebe negab jitene kanyimba de keshimba she chawose. Keshimba se kare shaguresena sabyon tabu de gagbe eni nyugu de kekuyora. Nyugu kebe par kebe negab sabyon yobeche nyugu majibe paru delia keshimba shagure segdo. Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, I read that previous one wrong, sorry. So the question here is, if the half reduced is not in the process of production, what is? We're on 369. I got ahead.
Yeah,
so then, since here the first two lines of this verse, the 369 reads, since the process of production is the arising of the produced through cessation. Okay, since the process of, and the commentary then on these two lines said, since the process of production is, for example, the sprouts being produced through cessation of the seed, something in a state where its production has begun is said to be in the process of production.
Oh yeah. Te china keshimba shenya yobe ngor nang se de do. O te china se keshimba de che magi vale shenya yobe ngor nang shena se. O ten kajik su se sera. Te china keshimba shenya yobe ngor nang. Kedi keshimba dile ngobo de keso she tenu na. Keshimba la kebe ngobo la keshimba ngoni je trubar to nu na. Oh, tene. To nu na se. Ore. Ai, sere de tama de tondura. Te china keshimba che ma je ba shen yebe ngoro nango shena asera. O de china keshimba shen yebe ngoro nase kajik sigdo ande. Tamani bude. Dan de oma de tanda de shegdo. Yeah.
The charter, what the chick charter.
Oh dear.
And therefore, then the last two lines then read, that which is presently being produced appears to be a different entity. Then the commentary says that thus what is presently being produced appears to be a different entity from that which is half produced and half unproduced. then it goes on here with an answer. It said, saying that question and then assertion. So this is an answer to that. If one could point to anything and say, this thing has been produced from this thing, which is in the process of production. Sorry, no, that, okay, that Drisa. This part is sort of.
Keshinba si mayin sigdwa. Yang kange se ngobo keba de se ngobo de kesuna keshinba ngoni ji yoba de sigma re sigdwa raluge. Kanse keba de se keshinba la siba me sigdwa. Keba de la keshinba sigma re sigdwa. Keshinba de la kange se ngobo keba de se keshinba la ngoni ji siba Mede gasin becher. Kanse keba te se keshinba la si mayin se. Keshinba che so pokwa tele chunwe kebe ngobo ya madubo sa. Keshinba tele chunwe ngobo keba de ngobo yin su de keku yora madubo. Chide keba keshinba yino shenasa. Keba de keshinba yin senasa tan de oma de gudwa tan de tiba do shen de gudwa. Education institution, the wording.
So just to reread that answer, it said that if one could point to anything and say, this thing has been produced from this thing, which is in the process of production, one could identify something in the process of production existent by way of its own essence in relation to the thing produced from it. But then the verse reads, the first two lines of the verse read, this is 370 now. When a thing is produced, there cannot be anything in the process of production. So, however, when a thing has been produced, there cannot, that's like past, right? There cannot be anything in the process of production which exists by way of its own essence, for what was in the process of production has ceased. A produced thing from which has arisen from such a process of production and which would permit its inference does not exist.
Yeah. Tandi rida chidi keba de keshinba yeno sena etin digmares kagdwa sikan tamani diga. Kanze keba keshinba tese chishir kewan yurse. Kange se keba de keshinba yena sigdwa. Kanze keba keshinba yena sigura. Imba tese se teni digmares ura. Tese chishir kewan yurse. Yena tese chishir layan kewan yur. Mingyo ada kesin beshirse. Keba de keshinba yena ko keba de kesara. Tene keshinba de yang kegu marwa sigura. Tene kesimba de layan kemiku beshirse gura. Te kesin beshirse. Kanze keba keshinba yena chishir kewan yur. Layan chishir kewan yur de kemiku ata kesin beshirse gura. Yeah, so.
So here the assertion is these two verses are sort of the 370 is a continuation of 369. So the assertion here is the produced is in the process of production. So so then the last two lines of verse 370, the 20th verse, says, if the produced is in the process of production, why is it being produced? Yeah, the commentary says, if the produced is in the process of production, then why is it being produced again? This is unfeasible because it has already been produced.
다 시바들다 쇼로간데 니슈적지들이야. 이게 subject 신나네 시바들어.
네.
시바데 마게바 계신번 되버들어도 다 들려 전선들 숨제 가고도 뒤는 당보들어. 당보들 가르스나 고 마게바 계신번 각방 어들어도. 뭐네세 계신베던데 마게장 깨월랑 온도 쇼바에 계속시 줘나세. 계신베던데 마게바레세. 이네 깨월랑 온도 쇼바에 계속시 줘나세. 근데 어디네 각바치도. 야.
So now we're at the end, well, not quite the end, but the last topic here is refuting the assertion that the unproduced is what is in the process of being produced. And so 371 here, the 21st verse is the actual meaning of that. And the assertion here is a thing which is presently being produced is said to be produced. For although unproduced, it is approaching production.
Yeah, 단데르당니 쇼르가 니스터지 ton다림바. 델랍사르베. Yeah, 다데 카르라부도세나. 아니 계신베던데 마게장 깨와랑 온도 촉바에 깨와시 죄바레세나 다들 각바치기오라. 계신베던데 코단데 깨요 말레스라. gen시반에 깨라 촉바 유미시 단데 깨요 말에 깨기오레세라. 계신베던데라세 계신베던데 마게장스난데 깨요 말레스 얘나 깨와라야 타녀보레세 온도 촉바에 계속시 타녀 죄바레세나 쓰고라. 딜디 각바치기도 하고 마디게. 뭐마베 라베디라 딜로 이쇼루카 오마니 스테지디 각바치기도. Yeah.
So here, the first two lines of the verse read, a thing, well, just to reiterate, we're talking about that a thing which is presently being produced is said to be produced. And so here, the first two lines say, a thing in the process of production is said to be the entirely unproduced arising. And that do so.
Oh yeah. 당연히 시간이 버들다. 개발 매실 대에서 분번 매벌 찜매도 세더라. 어디니 딱처럼 마게발이야 계신바 계시제 랍초고 요나처럼 계신바데 마게발이 이나고 깨월랑 온도 초바 손에 깨와서 죄초를 했으라고. 다들 봐 각바치도. 대네 결혼 깨바다 마게발 개발면도 와서고라. 마게발 계시 죄바데세 분바 자와집에 세양세래. 이러와 개발 매실에서 마게발이야 깨와시 죄바데세 니 깨바다 마게발 개발면도 와서고라. 네 분바 매벌이 매도세 분바 자와집에 세양 분바 또디셔 주기 되는데 자와집에 세양 뭐 매바지 매도세 땡외면에서 가르제네 라메쇼 켈레메쇼라 켈레르바타스고라 깨바다 마게바다래 저런 개바 매베체스도 그길에 깨바는 거 보인구라 마게바는 거 보인구라 분바 또디셔 주기 되는데 자와집에 세 아니 그 저외면에서 리바타스고라 This one. Oh yeah.
Okay, then so here the well, it's just easier to do it the way the translator did it here. If we talk about the whole verse, in the Tibetan it sort of breaks it into two. A thing, and so if we read the verse, a thing in the process of production is said to be the entirely unproduced arising. Since there is no difference, why should the pot not be considered as non-existence? So if if a thing is in the process of production, it is said to be produced. Why? Because even though it is entirely unproduced, it is approaching production. Then why should a pot, while performing its function, not be considered a non-functional thing? It follows that this is a reasonable assertion, since there is no difference between the produced and the unproduced. Don't you say?
No, I'm going to show you the Laguarda. Oh, yeah. Give a jumbo carbonis. Tama de la Cochera, Jeba the Majiba Niga, and Nichibarendo, the Pumbate, Women is not degrees, Cabacherva. That is so Lanjado, Jumbo Lanjado. Telepa Caba de Sholin is Tony Batichido. Never jumbo carbonis, to jump on the ora. Carla Gudosne. Kishimba the Majiba like Chaba Meva Mari, Tunji Maresora. Oh, tene Kishimba gave a chawad and draw the segrees. Majiba Sana, Majibani gave a chawad and delve never came Mari, gave a chawa mana and shacho grace. Or this one's that you Kaba Meva Mari Kaba Yores. Kaba Carios and gave a chawad and draw the Mandre Kaba Yores. Or Telian de Maris Oma de Capachigora. Yeah.
So then, here in verse 372, it's continuing with the arguments and refuting the justification from the previous one. The assertion is trying to justify that what the opponent had said previously. So the assertion here is that there is a difference between that which is in the process of being produced and the unproduced. That which is in the process of production is said to be associated with the activity of production, whereas the unproduced is not necessarily associated with the activity of production. Okay.
Yeah, this one.
This one.
Oh, yeah. I Keshin Band, Keshin Mazoja, Majebale, Chiru Jursigdo. And it Tedara, Teda, Kanchiri, Kebale, Chiru Jurshir Majidisera. Tigli Jagdua. Consider Keshin Bani, Keve Chawa Mazojans, Keshin Badiko, Chawachi, or Nukuta Keshin Backups, you could give Chawachi, Chawasoya Maresora. Chawachazan Jabuki Sayomara. Keve Chawadan Dreve Majeba, and Maombale, Chiru Juba Kelan Mergi Sera. Majebale, Chiru Juruse, Majeba Marese, Giveri Richandura, and Chiru Jur. Tedan, Kancheri Kebale, Chiru Jurji Majidesi. Tedanaya, Kangi Chiri, Keshimba, Kebale, Chiru Jubeshire. Majeba de Geshe Chawaran Gurose. Tedan, Kang Chiri, Kebale, Chiru Gurchinani, Majeba Rendures, Kebale, Chiru Jubaina, Majeba Rendures, Uda. How did you learn?
So the verse here reads, that which is presently being produced, though incomplete, is other than unproduced. Yet also, since other than produced, the unproduced is being produced. Since the commentary reads, since a thing in the process of being produced is associated with the activity of production, you assert that even though it has not completed that activity, it is other than unproduced and future. Yet in that case, since a thing in the process of being produced is other than something produced, then you are saying that the unproduced is being produced.
Oh, yeah. That's all you should talk somebody to Dashagora. They are Sudosana, you subject Subatira, Suba. Keshimbang only Kenasura. Keshimba de ngoni je keba kena kewa hinas ora ngoni je kewa hinas ora ma jeba kewar kele keshimba sudu ma jeba ya ngoni je kegyora sudu tuni kewa kele gure sigora sumba keshimba ngoni je kena sigora ma jeba kewar kele go ma jeba de kewa hinas je kele gure sigora de keshimba kewale chirudu kubeshir majeba kewar kele gobar masese ode keshimba ngar majunya chine kewe chawadan rebe ngobori dande ngel de sholga tambungi de tanda de loshne keshimba ngar majunya chine yoba yimbar traksej dowa oh keshimba de ngar majunya se ngar ke mena ya chine kewe chawadan rebe ngobor yoba yimba chag na se din sere keshin pa ne majuya chine yoba yimbe keba yin ngobor yo se chagba yina se bare telian di sholga oma de kakba chek do tsikan ni ba de
so here the verse 373 Zach, could you close that door there behind you? Keeps on opening and closing. That would be helpful. Let's see. Necessity of accepting. So the outline summarizes this next verse, 373, or the 23rd verse is, the necessity of accepting that the unproduced is being produced if that which is in the process of being produced is produced by its own essence. So here, then, that which is being produced, let's say, if we take the first two lines of the, I'll try it this way again, of the verse, it's stating, kind of restating it. Let's see, that which is presently being produced, though not yet existence, is later said to exist. So here, in the commentary it says, since that which is presently being produced is other than something produced, you must accept that it is unproduced.
Yeah, this one.
This one.
Did you be? Yeah. You sent it, did this arbe? Yeah, did you? That's somebody that do it, tend to us, Edra. Sure, when you stop.
No, because I check it.
Oh, what just
did?
Do my swatch. That day, my geba, Kate, my jun says, I get my insedra. Oh, the you sent it, answer. Tene, Carsugasene. Kewe chawadan dreve majeba, kewe chawadan dreve majeba, kona kewo she chawaran jur nasikdwa. Teja majeba kete, Kusen teja se. Kewe chawadan dreve majeba de keba yin, kewo she chawaran jur nasikdwa. Teja majeba kete se. This one. Teja mirik de se. Majeba de kewa resna. Tiandig mares yara. Mirik de maje bani majun she chawata ke ngobur mato bayelas. Majun she chase. Ane maje bani na majun are. Tando ngobur rig mares gwara. Maje bani majun she chawa. Ta ke ngobu toba mayela rang ngobu ngo tando tob yo mare. Ke yo mare ke jures gwara. Majun she chase. Majun she chase. Ke mayese tele kewe chawa jugbe kewa mino se tele kewe chawa min jugbe kewa maino se
So here the final two lines are the unproduced is thus being produced, but the non-existent does not arise. The commentary explains that you might claim that anything in the process of being produced exists as a thing, because even though it did not exist previously, it has afterwards become associated with the activity of production. If on this account you say that an entirely unproduced thing associated with the activity of production is being produced, that too is incorrect. An unproduced thing, referred to as non-existent, has not attained its entity. It does not undergo production because it is not engaged in that activity.
Oh yeah. That turned out to be the somewhat turned to us at the red. Sholo Nishu Sapshidira. Dear Karasudos, so by Yeshe charger last door. Give Chawa, Soba, Nobu Yeba, Chechawan Jugris, give a child sauce on any Kegures Jella. So by Yeshe Chawan, you moving all to Sarese. Majebani, Major Chuse, give a Chawa, Majeba Mazona, Majebani. Nobo meche chawara chöba kange chesda maje bani meche chösegara kange chena sere kange chena keshimba sedra maje ba kange chena se tene kewe chawa zogba da ma zogba keshimba meba tese keshimba dele kewe chawa zogba da ma zogba rangi ngoyo chuba meba tese segora tese Gangshi Keshimba Teri Chöse. Keshimba Meba Tese Gangder Chöse. Karele Keshimba Siklapi Oresura. Keshimba Ngonya Jituba Chunsaja Meadows. Yeah.
So
that you know yeah.
So this verse is the summarized meaning, the 24th verse, and it's, let's see, well, if we read the verse says, the completed is called existent, the uncompleted is called non-existent. When there is nothing in the process of production, what is being referred to as such? The commentary explains that which has completed the activity of production is said to exist as a thing, and that which has not performed the activity of production is said not to exist as a thing. If neither that which has nor that which has not completed the activity of production is in the process of being production, what is being referred to as presently being produced? Anything in the process of being produced does not have the least existence by way of its own essence.
Oh yeah, that's never cockbench good or subject never cockbench juk to others, rubbing juk to other. Kanzi Guni Madokban, Jebu Yuba Mahimba Sigua. Oh, Kanget Rigbe number Cheba Nasigora. Rigbe number Chebe Chena Sigoria, Yana Kanget Rigbe number Cheba Nasigua. Tekunanila Chebe Rigbe Cheba Nasigora. Then Kanses Che. Guni Madokba Sidi. Guni Matokbar, Yuba Matokbar Sigura, Gumebar Sigura. Jebu Yuba Mimba Tesena Sigura. Guni Matokban Jebu Yuba Mahimba Te Sena Sedera. Gumeni Jebu Yomarwa. Oh, Te Sena, and Negap Tinde Kabla Sigora. And Junde Demba Mebes, Judan Jebu, Chixilla Tugiore, this one's a called Junde, Rawando Trube, the Rawando Truba now Tatu Demba Mare Sigora. Demba Mebes, Demba Mebes. Demba Mebes, she, Junde Nibu de Demba Mebesena. And in Drebu Kevin Jukbada, Jungagban Dogba Ngoni Jutuba Tevani, Majorosity. Jukbadan Dogba Tevani Minjursigba. Judan Drebu Raman to Tuba Mana, she did Temper Mana, and she Temper Meban Drebu de Kevin Jukbare. Drebu de Judan Kinletan, Jukure, Yungure Seda. Juden Ghan Don, Judy Bangan, and in Debut Hungris, Judy Pandon to Grese, Debut Sunjuni K. Hungrese, Timoni to Badi, Tevani to Minjurosiba. This one.
No.
Yeah.
So the final verse is the concluding summary of the refutations of inherent existence. Here, the verse reads, "Since without a cause there is no effect, both starting and stopping are not feasible." Here, this is when investigation by reason showing that there is, by reasoning showing that there is no effect without a cause. No, sorry. Investigation by reasoning shows that there is no effect without a cause. So here, this is like ultimate reasoning. So then, what do you say? Yeah, I think we call it that. Since cause and effect then do not truly exist, and since the bases therefore do not truly exist, the sprouts starting to be produced and the seeds stopping to exist are not feasible by way of their own essence.
This one. Yeah, that didn't dole chung kung changdua. Dole simjen mida sheke jang rong de se. Da simjen da mida da shiri ki kibu semandu de sheke jang rong se do. Da shiri ki kibu jang rong de se. Dire ne dire ke se. Ko ande ne ke ba da. Ne ke ne shine Gayan Drola Sobatezo, Kengala, Kishila Sobatezo, Kaya Ranguni Tubayama Resungudua. Diriki Shivan Gayan Jeme Jurse. Chugun Rangshin is a church condition, Rangshin to Tube Tomba Rese, Jumadan Rawa Rese, Namatardo Temba Mese, Nazukanga Ranguni Yoba Tungu, the Tonish Temba Mare Sungura. Mudi change Shable Newmay or Chiru Mudi Batezuta, and in my Matozoge. Te hako toku me do sungura. Sheso kya sung sosa. Teacher
Then the commentator is citing a source for this, and so he quotes a sutra that says, "Sentient beings, humans, those born from power, whoever they may be." This born from power is born from what do you say? From their own, from a what do you say? I think from mind. Then none that were born and died here were born inherently. The nature of all things is empty, like magician's illusion. But the forders are unable to recognize it. Here, saying that like a magician's illusions, again, is to say that that they appear to exist from their own side or intrinsically, and yet they are empty of having that. But the forders here refers to non-Buddhist philosophers. So non-Buddhist philosophers are unable to recognize this.
Oh yeah, the Kondo Shetsardo, Tembadruba Naya, Navatardo, Mene and Arazu Tembadruba Shingiora, Navatardo Shingiora. And it Tinsi Pang Sangetozuke, no Nashi Shingio Mara, or did on that so Petichan Sungua. Juma Kangi, the old of Shing of Chilinga, Jamnet Sek, any meet them tanget to Milia Gabi Nasigora.
Mm-hmm.
Any 2 day Jebada Permeta, I think the tree in it, that thing or Temutange, Miglesh and get to Zoge, one mires and one pemires, and now I your Shamba your Resigora, Resamsa. Kumagan Korange, the now the your Shamba or Marcoran Tugo Ranga Jami. In a Koran Tongi or a teton, Pemenangi or the Pememone, some Shamba or Maresigora. And now they give me Malebe, make the Langa, give you Mavache, that and get me to Zupadana, and then to the Talent of Nangi or Marele, Shingi or Marshamba or Maresigora. Oh, didn't Shinsugora, and the Pechan Shegore. Juma can get Tribe, Kebat and Pemela Sokbale, Jumetamo Nam. Kebada permit with Shenes, Temutangang outside the Mileba, now the Shambaniga or Resura. Tina Shingaranzo Chagdan so Kewala, Kumake Ranila or Consulia, Kebada permit now, Shen Chagdanki and Gresura. You don't want in a Kawachi Chabachuri to Memalaya, Condri Kewala so, but as you will Resura. Kumakan Tribe, permit Sigora, Kebada Pemicarina. Chagdan so Kelase. Kumaka Rangila, Terranaya, Shimba Mese, Kumaka Koran la permit in the Koran Tonde, and get the tribute some consulting the tongues in a Tingone, some Shimba Yoma Resora. Naze give me Malebala, Terrana, some Yamabate. Milanga gave you my chong to Zuko, Tiu Tom Sing to the mother, gave a permit Nange Mare, Resamsa, and Shimbatele Yongumarwa. Nang some Yames, Shimbata Kalio, now they are your mare. Tiu Tom Sing to Resora. Oh, Tina Shinsora. Tinjung Ranshin de Tongba Kundu Machibe Sosuke Naranzo Tabutan, any Naranzo Tabulea, Chernam Rangwini Truba, na Shen Shingi or Resora. Tell it any Chagdan, you don't want the memory so Jenny, Chagdan Losoba Jenny, a Quaco de Gora, Jigresora. Pagba Nam Ye Chedob Yeshe dance, Pagbe Nyamsha. Pagbe Chedob Yeshe dozugea, Tongba Yungusum de Tosani, Chetob, Cheshe, but the Tindrekablia, Ranguni Truba Nangangre, Shingimaris, now Nation Mesam, Hakuyo Resigora. Pagbe Nyamsha, she Tabugeni, Ranguni Truba now, the Shambaniga Yoma Resigora. Oh, Ranguni, Pete da, Rimbash and Dundar, Shebar Chaos. Oh, the Pete dead and draw Kondo Shea Sama. Ranguni Truba Nang Shin, Chagdanke, Korge, Sure, now you young Shimba Menge Sure, now the Shimba Kaya Menge Sure, so to better China Sungdua. Teach you Lamna? Dibadolo Shebar Chao Sebado. Dioma de Malap Tandang as a Chela. Yeah.
So here, the commentator explains this line, the nature of all things is empty like magician's illusions. And it uses the idea of a magician who can conjure up appearances based on casting a spell and having some power objects there, and then casting a spell on them, and people will see them as men or women and so forth, and then there's the magician, his or herself, that doesn't have well, the common person who's under the influence of the spell and the power objects then sees the magical creations, and then has, if they're attractive, then has attachment for them, and if they're unattractive, has hostility. And so then, though they also, but then that person has both the appearance and the attachment, but the magician has the appearance, but doesn't have the attachment to them. And then there's a person who hasn't at all been exposed to this magical show, and then that person who just sort of arrives afterwards and hasn't been affected by the spell, then they don't have the appearance or the attachment. So then the commentary reads, for instance, the men and women conjured by an illusionist cause the spectators of the magic, who think of them as men and women, to feel attraction and aversion. Aversion here means hostility. Though they are, or attraction here is also attachment. So it's attachment and hostility. Though they also appear to the magician, he does not think of them in this way. Means that he doesn't get attached to them. But they appear to him. They do not even appear to those who are unaffected by the spell. So there's no appearance or attachment. You must understand that these analogies apply respectively to the perception of common ordinary beings who have not understood dependent arising's emptiness of inherent existence. And so the ordinary beings who don't understand emptiness then have this attachment, have the appearance and then the attachment to the appearance. And so then this is talking about our ordinary appearances. We feel that ordinary appearances exist the way they appear to exist. So then we have this attraction and what do you say, attachment and hostility. But then to those, like the person who's the magician, then is it's like the wisdom of subsequent attainment of a noble being. When a noble being is not in meditation, then they see the appearances, but they don't attach to them at all. They don't become attached to them at all. And but the appearances are they still see the appearances. But then to the person who's totally unaffected by the whole magical performance and is not under the spell, or just sees the power objects there, and so then that person is in meditative equipoise. This is a noble being who is in meditative equipoise. They totally they don't have the appearance and they don't have the attachment at all. Oh
yeah. Dandirida. Kunzube chunam tanyebe seme chuba dansungudwa. Oh, dan nelu lonjula soba kondo sheba nashi tezu kanga rangune chuba nangire nawanashi demba yo mare sonrwa. Chudam je tembar maduba resede. Oh, tsena. Bagno tsena nye yo marwa. Kansa ina da chukari ina yidoam kangba karina. Sega chini nye yo mara. Oh, di meduzan ko rangune chuba nangi horde. Rangune chuba sega chini ragi yo mare. Tienduzan chutamje ngaranzula rangune chuba nangi horde nawanashi temba mare songora, zumba re songora. Oh, tieni zumba ina 다 개방 가시기 싫으려와. 디 참아 랑운에 똥바래. 랑운에 똥바 인도산코 뎀바 마르 가지고 통하데 뎀바 마르 수메르 담메르 간사메르 기부메르 타르바메르세. 텐데 제시 잡고래 송거라. 딘데 군줍시기도 군줍시도 코 준바시고. 준바시도 요마레. 뎀바 마르스 메바레세. 메바 송게치오라. 텐데 마르세 타니베슈 풍부나부 강론을 때네 강야 강사 말에 들려서 요 말이나 풍부를 때네 네 강사레스 파딱 받sam래야 강사 샤고레스 타니데 체루레스 네 강사레 네 강사 말에 네 가와레 네 수레 네 풍부레스야데 타니데 지데 타니 딱 만나시 체루 샤고레스 풍부이 체메 주바이 풍부이 수요 자요 타르바요 다요 랑운에 매스 그래서 디케바치기 와라. 그냥 케바가시디 케바 마치는 준비 강가데 매스게 요라. 어딘데 말해서 요라. 디직제. 군주베션은 타니 세메토. 된담베 템바 리시 똑제다. 동메지 똑베 수네스. 된담베 템바데 박베냠샤이시 무슨 게 똑그마도 똑바게 똑 말해서 게 케바요라. 디 말에 된담베 템바데 가지고 퇴바제 삼바제 공바제는 가라서 똑바게 또 주요레세 또니티 야네 양도 kom네니 무슨 좀 요레세 소람 가서 된담베 템바 동게 요레 조람디 가서 또 그랬지 등지수기 똑베 또 그러면 무슨 또요 말아 통람 도서는 무슨 또 요라 자 된담베 템바디야 똑바게 또 주요레 무슨 게또 주요레세 개방가시게 된담베 템바 똑바게 또 주요 말아 송바티 나시 데 감델 켈링게 오마라 송즈민라레스 대저 강가 쭈쭈 남셰기 값수 세부제니 셰사리인 송거라 어디줄랍나
This last part then is you should learn how conventional phenomena are established by conventional valid cognition, and ultimate truth by conceptual and non-conceptual reasoning consciousness. And so then this is asserting that when you analyze do things exist exactly the way they appear to exist from their own side, when you analyze that with ultimate analysis, then you refute that things have any existence from their own side, and therefore their appearing to have existence from their own side is false, and it doesn't accord with the way they actually are. So then some scholars then say because they don't, because they're false, then they don't exist. To be false means that they don't exist. Other scholars then say, well, that's not true. They exist as mere imputations of the imputing consciousness, and so then because they exist in this way, then we can establish that. Well, imputing consciousness means that imputing, they are a dependent arising of the imputing consciousness and the what do you say? The imputing terms and concepts and the basis of imputation, and therefore they have this conventional existence that they're based on these conventional terms, and so or terms here means conventions. So then, as they have this existence, then we can establish them, validly. And then, whereas, and then others say that, let's see, when that this can only you can only understand their emptiness through direct perception. That it can't be understood through a conceptual consciousness that uses reason. But then there are those then that say that no, it's a step, it's a gradual process of coming to understand emptiness through conceptual awareness, a conceptual consciousness, and then gradually coming through that by means of conceptual consciousness using reasoning, that then you come to a direct perception gradually through meditation. Like this is on the paths of preparation, on the path of preparation. Then you come to an understanding, a direct perception on the path of seeing. So that then the commentator Geshe is saying, I've explained this in my commentary on Shantideva's engaging in the Bodhisattva deeds, or what is it, a guide to the Bodhisattva way of life, and in other places.
Kigiore, tene, Luburdu Jigdugiore, tene, Keji Neba, Kewa dan Neba dan Jibade, Rangune Yobari Tunguorde, Tende Rangune Yoba Mare, Chashe Mangbuchilla, Kujin Mangbuchilla, Duji Tenjin Relni, and Nepa Le, Takpasam Shawure Sungura. Oh, did not Nashi, Demba Mari Milam Nashire, Kumanashire Sungura. Tazam Takpasam to Sebena, say, Desu kanga mingzamre, tazamre, takbasamre sungdwa. Tokbe wangi shakbare, dayo wangi shakbare segura. Mingzamre, tazamre, takbasamre sudu, ming laba mado yo mare segyo mara. Tasudu di pumbare di kaware da chardu, laba mado yo mare segyo mara. Oh, di kangsan rebjina ko pumbu ngabo, rere ne mare, di mamba yo mare, pika tsega chine, kangsa yimbachin di resher, yo mara. Imena ko Dakshi Chashen Rebjik Sudan Semdan Sovala Soba Karina Chi Charni Teletene Di Kansa Res Pa Togbe Tagi Ora. Te Togbe Pa Tagwa Tegi Shagoreta, Yukurang when it Su Yoni Shagoresena, Yukurang when yo Mare, Yuna Togbe Wangi, Kuram Maingi Chashe Dakshi Teletene Pa Tagba Ti Wangi Shagoresegora. Togbe Tagsam Subutire, Togbe Pa Tagba Tetsam Shagormado, Yujing when you have a Mare Segormado, Togbe Tagsam Re, Togbe Samsari, Karatragi, Tachares on Giomara. Togbe Pa Maingi Chiletene, Togbe and Dipumbar and De Kangbar and De Kansares, Pa Tagiore, Tetagwamado, Yujing Mune, Suimbachi Yomari, Pinetsena Yomarina, Tesuletene Pa Tagwa Tiwangi. Tetsamla Shagore Segura. Dacharva, Pumbunga Latene Kansa, Dacharva, Tetsamla, Kansa Shagur Mado, Te Matsimbache, young Zegdena, Rayo Mares, Togbe Tasam, Mingsam Tasam, Togbe Wanga Shagwa, Togbe Wanga Jidanam Datas, what you can just from Gora. What is Jilamna?
This last verse, a summary by the commentator says, production and disintegration of composite things are like dreams and like illusion. When they are mere terms and mere imputation, how could non-products be truly existent? So this is talking about either products or non-products, or are a aggregation of many causes and aggregation of many parts coming together, okay? And then based upon that, there's an imputation by the imputing consciousness. And so then this is true of the production and the disintegration and the duration of all composite things. And but if you let's see, some people say then that, well, therefore there's nothing there. It's just a name and a name and a concept, and that's not what is being said here. That they there's if you look to see, do they exist the way, if you analyze, do they exist the way that they appear to exist, then that you will not find anything from the side of the object. There's nothing that exists from its own side. But they are, but this is, if you instead are just satisfied, and therefore they lack, and we'd say they're empty, they lack of any existence from their own side. But then if you, when you analyze and then and see things as existing as mere names and mere imputation, means that they're a dependent arising of the imputing terms and concepts and their basis of imputation, and that is enough for them to exist. And if you, but if you are dissatisfied with that and want to find something more from there, then you will not be able to, what do you say? Then you will not be able to find anything that exists there from its own side. And so then this kind of analysis of their emptiness and their, what do you say, and their conventional existence then is something that is true for either products and non-products, or what do we say then? The compounded things and uncompounded things.
Liu niba liu chen tembo ni chanju sebe nyanju cheba shigeba nambar sheba le lekbar shebe nyingbu sheba le duje ji ten temba chuba kakba komba temba ase rabdu cheba chuanga bandreba tsora ya techi tujisla tujula.
So here, this is the end of the 15th chapter, showing how to meditate on the refutation of that which constitutes products, the defining characteristics as existing, as truly existing. It's refuting that. So this concludes the commentary on the 15th chapter, showing how to meditate on refuting the inherent existence of that which constitutes products.
Temba meba kumchu temba sigdwa. O ta niba rabdu cheba tsambe kweba. Dilia da rabdu cheba tsambe kweba. Ti shegdwa. Inen goni subject ro gira. Ti degree subject shira reading manager. Rabdu cheba tsambe kweba karesna.
Is Geshe starting the next chapter?
Yeah.
I have a very important question.
Diana wants to know what happens when in
Difference between
meditative.
talking about appearance.
One is after Jatop, and the other one is what do they say?
Namchak?
Nyamshak Keber Karayod.
Kare?
Nyamshak Yeshe Dang Jatop Yeshe Keber Karayod.
De Nyamsha Shisu Tongbani Musumdu Tosuna, Tongbani Nyambar Shah Sera, Chula Chusha Bashindus, Yun Dindres Yin Raptinde Yomara, Sheba Koran de Tongbak and Hosomanashi, Chula Chusha Banashi, Nyambar Shah Sigara, Tongi Musum Dodu. Chedos, Tongi Musum to Tobalia, Lani Chusha, Kalashe, Pandro, Sundro, Tindechora, or Dinega Vitel, Chetu Vishi. Did Tombani Togi or the Tunjitsu Togi or Musum Togi or Mara. Musum to Tony Yambarshandura. You know, Tony Tunjitsu Toba, the Tandudelia, Comjade or the Teleniamsha Sigomar, Chetovishi. Tombani Musum to talk with Cheso, Tobishi, or that Tomba Musum Ranguni Tomba Redent, the young Ranguni Yavana, Chetum Kumadabu, Milamdabo. Nangashin do Temban Mabati Hakoyara. And the church Yara. The Ninjig Tanya Metabore, Chabare, and the Tanya Sungura. The Chetobi Shisara. Chetobe Kapi Shisora. Chetobi Shi, the Tungi Togri, Musum to Togma Resura. Chess had in Yambarsha, but Chess Tobatilla. Chetosura, he should do some Desura. Papa and Yamshabata, Chetobas Nugura. You do it.
So that. When you're in meditative equipoise on emptiness, then at that time there's no appearances and no attachment, right? We were saying that, and what that means, though, is that you're totally focused only on emptiness, and so you have in its direct experience, so that it's like the mind and emptiness are like water being poured into water, fresh water being poured into fresh water, and but the experience in subsequent attainment is still you're able to explain the teachings and refute wrong assertions and so forth. Things are appearing, but during that time, you know that they're empty, but knowing them as empty is knowing them through the conceptually. It's not knowing them as non-conceptually, like in the meditative equipoise. So then, here again, I was starting the chapter on chapter 16, which is settling the procedure between spiritual guides and students by way of explaining the purpose of the chapters and eliminating remaining counter-arguments by misguided opponents. And so that
Rabji did Lamna do that. Rabji Digi, and Danda de Karisha, Rabji, Chunga Batizuke, Tombani Shake, Kovati Shagora, Rabdu Cheba, Zambe Kovani Sido, Tuja Koala, Chakbapane, Tarbala Shugbechedo. In Asra, Koag Nelu Longelo Soba, Tembarishin, the Teletani Chadaki Gora, some did Dembamare, some did Nichasan Pang, Tablan to Yorno. Tuja Koala, Chabapang, the Tarbala should be cheduin. Dongbani Jitan Chita Washington, Eber Majebar, any Gaya Koala, Chabapang Tuma Resegora, or Koa Dembanzin Greg, you don't want no Daniel Soba Tembarzina, in Chadan Mukejiba Degra. Dongbani Toson, any Chadan Muki Shitu, don't do any Kaluzembe, Tarbatom to Gora. Chagbapan, Tarbasam, the Tamje Kimba, Kawaki Minisos. O Dongbani Chita Washington Madonna, Tarba Tobia, Tamje Kimbe, Koban Tobalia. Troa Gigmar and Deba Gigmar Resungora. O Chotamja Ranshingi Trube Tongba Telado Shimbe, Shagbe Chingshin, and Chosama Ranshingi Truba Trani, Tashin La Soba Rangoni Truba, Shimba de Shagba, Switching Banashani, Tobata Mendemba, Namgaranzu Tabude, Tongbanyishana, Tagbarche Besura, Narshe Batara, Narshe Batara, Zumu Tuba Shiva, Tadribe Sudo, Tomara Q member Chene, Sibale Treve, Lam Temper Chava in Besse, Jebu Zumutu Tronsona, then Namsanda Jabulia, Zumushisha Sulamara, Shiora, Tison Zangelia, Zumunasha Chicha Machasila, in Chamakali Setini, Tashisha Selsila Guora. Dingazu Shigaban Chindosa, Jabuji Rangi Puchi, Geshe Pe, Kabuchi Chebuchiora, Columbus Tangre, Lumbus and Datan Shidora. That gave the Buddhisha Senata, Pe Condusen Bet, Yangayora, Lemulia. Any Buddhi to Jashibucha, Lumbenal, Kanjumanju Cheche, Mikanga Kakata, to Jachevang and Beshucha Shaslade. Oh, bed of Jare, Tangazu Mings, Kosegure, tradition, Ross Cheche, Slaughter. Tene tradition in Makasha, tradition Ross, Otako Shisha said, I'll pay a watch on such a same over. What dinner she calically love Kuresa. Dinashing Azula Tombani the calically temple, Nazuki Joban Jobasu in attention. Yeah, then
So here in the beginning, there's an introduction to this chapter then that says then that these chapters, in the commentary that says these chapters up to through 15 then were written so that trainees may enter the state of liberation through giving up attachment to cyclic existence. Without ascertaining the meaning of emptiness as it actually is, one cannot develop enthusiasm for omniscience, Buddhahood, or even for liberation through giving up attachment to cyclic existence. Just by understanding emptiness, then one would be able to give up one's attachment to cyclic existence. The emptiness of inherent existence of all phenomena frightens those who have not heard sufficient teaching and are bound by the noose of clinging to the self. So this is talking about just ordinary persons and common persons like ourselves, just that emptiness can be very frightening in that way. So as already described, the path leading to freedom from worldly existence should therefore only be explained after first making the mind ready in the way that the death of a king's beloved queen was conveyed to him. The ministers didn't want the king to be upset, so and get very angry. So then they had to be very careful in how they told the king that his favorite queen had died. And so then this is similar then to a story that was told previously in here of a king who had a son that he loved very much, and at one point the son went to on a trip to a nearby kingdom, and died there actually. And so then the minister, the close minister to the king, then was very concerned of how am I ever going to tell the king, because the king will be furious. And so then he told the king that, oh, your son went to the nearby kingdom to visit the nearby kingdom, but he totally disgraced himself. He was outrageous, and everybody really he got a terrible reputation there for doing many inappropriate things. And so this infuriated the king, and the king said, well, he should be killed then. And so then the minister waited for a few days, and then he came and told the king, oh, your son has suddenly died over in that kingdom. And then it goes, oh, good. And then the king said, oh, good. Then we don't have to kill him. So that's like, if you so then the process of understanding emptiness, you have to go step by step slowly, otherwise it can be very frightening.
Well done, Geshe. Sounds good. Oh yeah.
So that's it for this morning or this afternoon.